We've all had moments where life knocks the wind out of us. And when plans fall apart, when dreams feel distant, when fear whispers, maybe this isn't for you.
That's where grit steps in. Grit isn't talent. It isn't luck. It's a quiet decision you make to keep showing up when everything says just quit.
Psychologist Angela Duckworth found that grit is perseverance and passion for the long-term goals. It's a stronger predictor of success than IQ or even talent.
And I really appreciate that. Today, we want to share our perspective on the power of grit, how it shapes your mind, your emotions, and your purpose the way it shaped ours. Grit is built, not born. Discipline over emotion. Motivation gets you started, right?
That's true.
But discipline keeps you going. When I was in a very desperate state within our marriage, when we had this traumatic event happen, right? It was very difficult. And the two rules I used to have is don't hurt myself, don't hurt someone else. And I kept that, and I really worked really hard. My emotions were up and down. I was diagnosed with all kind of things, incident PTSD at the time, bipolar disorder, you name it, they were trying to give it to me. And so my emotions were up and down. So the discipline I had is that every day I had to show up. My family counted on me to go earn some kind of money. When I did that, it taught me something. I had to train like it was a marathon, right? I had to rebuild my career, right? I had to overcome a setback. All those played in within that part. I didn't feel inspired every day. That wasn't it. But I kept showing up, because grit means doing what is necessary, not what's comfortable. Failure is a feedback. Grit changes how you see failure. It's not, I'm not enough, right? It's not, I'm not there yet, right? Every loss carries a lesson if you're willing to listen. Now, it may take a little bit for you to hear it or you to see it, but there is one. The moments that broke me the most built me the most as well. Vision fuels endurance. When you know why you're doing something, you'll always find the how. You've heard that before. It's not foreign. We're not original here, right? Grit isn't blind toughness. It's purpose-driven persistence. When your vision is strong, obstacles turn into training grounds. When I had my purpose back then, I had a family, I had a young kid, I had a wife, I had people who were counting on me. So I couldn't hurt myself or hurt someone else. And I had to keep showing up.
A great point for me is that grace and grit can coexist. Grit is a gentle power. For me, grit isn't just forceful. It's not a push. It's not a demand. It's quiet strength. It's showing up with compassion, even in chaos. True grit doesn't deny pain. It honors it and still moves us forward. Emotional endurance matters. We talk about physical and mental grit, but emotional grit, that's the heart of it all, especially for us women, because we are emotional, correct? It's staying open when life tempts you to shut down. It's forgiving when holding grudges would be easier. It's loving after you've been hurt. That's real power. Grit is also a journey, not a destination. Grit evolves us. Some seasons call for fight and others for faith. Some grit means pushing through, and sometimes it means pushing to heal so that you can rise stronger. Grace and grit, they aren't opposite. They're partners in transformation.
Whether you're climbing a mountain or you're rebuilding after a fall, grit is the bridge between your struggle and your strength.
It's not about being unbreakable. It's about being unshakable in your purpose.
Because in the end, the power of grit isn't just about surviving. It's about becoming who you were meant to be, regardless of the situation that you're going through.
And remember, Surrender is never the answer.
Till next time.